Connect the dots. Yeah.
Yo, it's time we head to the top. We cannot settle or stop. Out for the best. Coming up next, we connect the dots.
Get it in.
What's cracking?
What's popping?
We're out here, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Next episode and shit, we got a guest in it and shit.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
We do. And welcome back. If you guys are
Yes.
tuning in right now, I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode and the episode before that.
That's right.
And the episode that's going to come out next week and the one after that. But Connect the Dot, we're here. We got a bunch of people in the building right now. We got a packed house. So
What's up? But yo, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow us. Hit the like button. Talk about us. Get into the comment section. Let a nigga know. Let a person know what you're saying about us. And tell a friend. Tune in to Connect the Dot. Follow us on all the social medias, IG, YouTube.
Yo,
everything.
shout out to everybody on IG, man. The comment section is going crazy right now on the reels and everything.
Everybody
like
who's
that.
commenting on the reels, sharing the reels. We want to know what you think. So
To that shit, cheers to that
Yeah, let's
shit.
cheers it up.
let's
Let's
cheers
cheers
that
it up.
shit. Hollywood in the background.
I am a walk
Yo, Mr. Hollywood in the back.
He's drinking too.
Yeah, he's got a sip going on. We got Mike Gutz, Specz on, Dre Specz, Director Dan Barker here.
Shout out to our
very special
official sponsor here, Buddy
Green
Bits.
Rabbit.
Green Rabbit, Buddy
Green Rabbit
Bits,
here.
Captain Morgan, sign us a check. Okay, write us a check.
He didn't sponsor. Cut that part out.
But we got the legendary.
Yeah.
The legendary. We got to start off with the legendary.
Legend. Gotta wait for it.
Legend in the
Dare.
Only legends come on this.
We got Lord Fury in the building. Lord Fury, what up? What up?
Thank you for having me up in here. Thank you for having me up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
My
respect.
brothers.
Appreciate you taking the time out. Trust me.
My brother.
Haven't seen you in a little bit myself.
Yeah.
It's been a while. But Specz, I know that you and Specz are keeping communications and all that good stuff. And yeah, man, I've been seeing you online. I always see you online. I mean, I'm seeing you online nonstop. Technically, I've been seeing you.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? But always cooking up something. They always talking a little bit of shit online. Which I fucking love your commentary online. And, so if you guys aren't following Mr. Lord Fury, make sure you guys do that because you guys will catch some good eats. You catch some good laughs. And all that good stuff, man. Keeping in touch with all the underground hip hop and all that. Always putting on for the city, putting on for the underground people.
I do my best.
Absolutely.
You do a good job, bro. No,
Thank you very
real
much.
shit, man. Real shit. And that's what we're trying to do here with Connect the Dot is offer a platform for artists, producers, anyone that's kind of in the hip hop game. And we've been doing this this is our 10th year doing this.
Yeah, 10th year, yo. Hey, yo, shouts to the 10th year, yo.
Yo, 10th year anniversary.
Shouts to 10th year.
Boom.
We got Lord Fury, yo. Just so you know, we were trying to figure out like who we want to bring on the show, right? Because we don't want to just bring anybody up, right? We want to bring people here and support, whatever. But we want to make sure that we bring like the people like the legends and the people that have made their imprint, their footprint into the whole music scene or the whole culture. You know what I'm saying? And you're definitely, you definitely made your mark. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, for as long as you've been in it right now, what's the difference between now and then when you first like kind of started your whole journey, your whole movement?
When I first started the journey, I wasn't clear on what I was doing. I was doing it for more fun, right? So it's still fun,
Right.
right? But now I understand the financial part of it, right? You can't just be bringing people that cost $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 US to do a concert, and you don't make the money back, right?
Right.
So you gotta do what you gotta do properly.
Yeah.
You gotta be a scientist with it, right? And there's a science with it. So that's the main thing. But other than that, I'm still having the same fun I had from before. You know what I mean?
Is there like always that pressure to like kind of like, because like I know your style and I know like your whole like I guess your demographic, the audience you kind of hit, right? And especially now with how the Toronto sound is in the Toronto wave, right? Like, do you feel like it's not necessarily been a struggle, but do you feel like it's always been like an uphill battle in a ways to kind of keep with that norm, that relevancy in a sense where it's like you could push your product and do it at the highest regard? Like, do you feel
People underestimate the power of different demographics of hip hop, different lanes of hip hop. So the lane that I'm in right? A lot of people love the lane. So in Toronto, you have at least 50,000 people that love the same music that we love. You know what I'm saying? And there's at least, even if it's 100,000 that like something that I don't necessarily like, my lane has at least 50,000. Now, how many people are going to pay for it is another story.
Because that's the key.
You know what I'm saying? The key is to get it out to the people. So
because you see like a lot of guys that you bring down, right? Or a lot of guys that I've seen you tapped into.
Yeah.
Right, over the years, right? Whether it's Killer Priest, whether it's, you know, lately like a lot of these Griselda guys that are coming down now. I mean, it's like, you know, you're giving, I guess, that lane, that audience, like, you know, you're feeding them that, right? Cool G Rap, like, you know, I see, like, you know, you invested in a lot of these kind of artists that are coming down, right?
Yep.
And you know, it's I feel like, you know, the massive need to hear that, right? And I feel that's where I think your, you know, your power and your circle of, you know, of expertise comes in, because you know what it is, right? You've been connected with the whole, like, you know, the whole Wu-Tang family and everything, and you know the sound, right? So,
how did you get connected with like Wu-Tang and all that? That's a question I actually wanted to ask you.
I got connected. Well, in the 90s when it came up here, I seen them, met them and shit, but I didn't keep in contact. I wasn't taking hip hop serious like that for me to make money. I'm a hustler, right? That's, you know what I'm saying? That's what I do. But in the 2000s now, I got to give it to Peter Jackson.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Peter.
Shout out to Peter Jackson.
Shout out to Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Peter Jackson was bringing down everybody down here. I originally wanted to get Killer Priest. And
so it goes back to those times, because I remember when PJ was bringing Killer Priest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Him and Ghostface.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's how I really got reacquainted, and then I started dealing with them on a different level.
And to touch on the Peter Jackson thing, just because you brought him up, is you know, we shout him out periodically throughout the show. He helped me and myself, like, with my film career, like, huge, because he got a lot of celebrity artists and stuff like that I was able to shoot videos with, right? And a lot of people sleep on him as a rapper, but then a lot of people don't even quite realize how much he's really done for the scene as a promoter. Sure. And being from the East End, we get to see it firsthand. Yeah. Like, a lot of people from different areas and stuff like that, they got no clue. They're like almost oblivious. But like a guy like yourself must have, obviously with the Killer Priest situation, Ghostface and stuff, and then probably beyond, right? Like,
yeah, Peter Jackson, like, all joking aside, he's the man out here. Y'all can't, people who want to front on him are stupid.
Right.
And say shit. He can rap, right? He can rap his ass off. And people might look at me and say, blah, blah, blah. You can fuck off. Because the truth of the matter is, he can rap. He can out-rap most of these motherfuckers. Yeah. And he has the back end to do it.
And he makes records. Like, he's a guy too that's like, it hasn't just like, like putting out like a mixtape. No, just make a track to make a track.
It's smart. He's doing it. He's doing it calculated in a way that it's gonna make money. It's gonna tickle the grant money balls and get the views and the streams. He knows what he's doing. He's a businessman.
He's definitely a businessman. I mean, like, speaking as an artist, I mean, one of the first promoters that I started fucking with, like, when I was opening for these big name artists, was Peter Jackson. He was one of the first to give me that opportunity, right?
Right.
And, you know, like, a lot of people, you know, will comment on this whole pay to play thing, and they'll have their own opinions on shit, whatever. But
right.
I feel the fact that, like, him opening the doors and those opportunities, like, as an artist at that time, for me, it was big, because I'm fuck, I want to, you know, I get to open for fucking legends that I respected, and I get to connect and network with these people, whatever.
And there's always ways to make money off of it. Like, it's not like it's like, hey, give me your check and give me all your money, and you don't get any opportunity. It's like, that is the opportunity. You're buying your way into the opportunity. But that's the whole
thing, right? And that's what we first touched on, is that it's the business, right? It's about...
All right, so here's what goes down. You see, when a man like Peter Jackson is telling you got to pay to play, it's a wise move, because the concert that he's doing might not be making all the revenue to get his money back. So you're going to help him get his money back by paying a certain amount of money, so you get a slot of time on the show, right? And it helps keep the business going.
Right.
Right? So he's helping you, you're helping him.
That's it.
But
people will look at it and say the man's greedy, and say that's not greed.
No.
Because I've lost on certain shows because I don't do the pay-to-play shit. And I should really do the pay-to-play shit. But I'm still not going to do the pay-to-play shit.
Right,
but I mean, but it's a very wise move. right? No one should knock him until you start putting up your own money to do your own fucking shows.
Right.
Then don't talk about the shit.
No doubt.
Right? He's giving people a serious look at themselves. If you pay to play, that means you're taking your own career serious.
Also, just to touch on pay to play, is a lot of people get pay to play kind of mistaken, because pay to play is technically when you pay for your slot and you don't have an opportunity to make your money back. When he does pay to play, you get enough tickets to make your money back, plus make money, and then he also gives you opportunity to make money at the venue.
Exactly.
I've done a lot of
merchant shit.
You could sell merch.
I've done
you could sell your CD. You're there promoting yourself.
I've done a lot of
whatever you bring to the table.
I've done a lot of pay to play shows, whatever. And like you said, right? Like, I've lost some. There's some shows I've made double, triple the amount where it's like I've like, is that bits? Yeah.
Oh, it's time to get into the edibles. My bad. Keep cut you off.
But it's one of those ones where the way I looked at it, the approach I took with it, it was that I'm an independent artist. I'm a promoter for this type of event because I'm promoting my brand, to be performing on this stage and to share that limelight in terms of whatever production company or promotional company is there. So it's like you yourself, like, you have your role to play, your part to play. And it's not like there's any real, if you don't put in that work and that hustle, how could you be taken serious as an artist? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why you got to look at it in that sense. And again, you got to be smart. You got to know what your market is and what your brand is.
But we've also done shows where it's not pay to play and it's paid off still, and the vibe was crazy and the show was bumping and it sold out and all that good stuff. And we have done, like you say, we've done shows where it was pay to play and the show was a flop and we made, $200 or something like that. But at least we weren't in the red zone, right?
Yeah.
So it's really about the way that you formulate your lineup. And I think that's also a big thing I want to give PJ props on too while we're at it, because he used to kind of like the lineups used to be a little maybe shaky. When he was first coming up and stuff like that, some of them weren't the greatest artists, whatever. Nowadays, you're seeing there's actually good artists that are willing to now invest into the show, like as Fury was saying, because they're seeing the opportunity. Like, he's not a one-trick pony. This isn't his first time. He's not here just for a money grab. He's not a culture vulture. He's here to make it all work for everyone, including the artists that he's bringing in from America, right? So,
well, yeah, I like to say one thing about that too. I mean, pay to play, one thing is investing in yourself, right? No matter what you're doing in life, if you believe in what you're doing and you have a passion for what you're doing and you believe what you're doing can make it, you should be investing your own money in yourself. Why not, right? If you're not going to invest your money in yourself, how would you expect somebody else to invest their money in you?
Agreed.
Right? But the second thing, I don't want to gloss over it too much. I don't want to kind of leave it on the wayside. Is something you said, Lord Fury. What made you decide or make that switch in your head from doing it for fun to doing it for business, doing it for fun to have a good time to making revenue? Because I think that's important for artists, to think about, not just obviously this is fun and you can have a good time doing this, but think about yourself, think about know your worth, right? And get paid for your worth. And what made you flip the switch and decide, saying I can do this for fun, but I can also get paid off this and make revenue off this and do this for a living? What, made you make that decision?
I want to get out the streets.
There you go.
That's one of the main reasons. And I have a lot of artists around me that I need to put on a stage and give them the right light to shine on. So I'm saying a lot of the artists we have in Toronto are better than the ones we have in America. Right? This is an actual, absolute, unidentified flying fact down your back. You know what I'm saying? So I started it off last year doing all these shows, and I started seeing it.
Yeah.
Right? People start getting used to seeing certain people. And you can't just hit them once. You gotta keep the artists keep on going on the stage and make them get used to it. And now when they see it now, they're like, oh shit, like Ason is tearing shit up. Juco is tearing shit up. The people are getting used to them now. They're understanding. But they might not know that in America, people love them.
Got you.
No one knows about that. But over in Canada, they're not really being seen like that. So I have to put the artists around me on a certain platform, on a level for everyone can see them. So I'm investing in people around me is what it is.
Good.
So was it like a label?
Oh, I don't follow up.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I just a follow-up question to that. So yeah. So now that you decided to put these artists on, right? That was your route, your avenue, your outlet, and not everybody's outlet and avenue is going to be the same to success. But that was what did it for you. That was creating the shows, putting on the artists yourself, making the buzz, bringing the artists down from the States. Is that it?
That, and I know other artists, so it's it's a simple one too. It's not like I got to go through no agency or nothing. I know the person. They got their numbers. They call me on the phone all the time. So I was like, okay, this is easy. I can just do this shit. Right. And I got to master the other side of it, which was the hard part. Like, I'm doing the promotion by I'm not asking nobody for no help. I'm doing it myself. If I fail myself. And so my own money. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? Right.
So. I feel like a lot of from what I've seen, I think a lot of the times your shows sell itself. I mean, the artists that you're bringing down, it's like, is artists that people want to see. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think you're a step ahead with the game when, you know, you're bringing down the right artists, or you're bringing down the right like market for those people. And, you know, like it's definitely, I think a lot of times where, you know, it's easier for you to sell a show or promote a show when artists or when fans want to see these people come down, right? Like I'm excited to see Stove. I was excited when you brought down Conway, right? So you're bringing down artists, you're coming outside of the box and like, you know, bringing these types of artists down that people want to see or are longing to see, right? Or first time seeing, right? I was lucky enough to see Conway for the third time, but I know that was probably the first time for a lot of people to see that, right? So, I mean, it's definitely, you know, it's definitely humbling in that experience.
And so it's a label, like
it's a record label.
Let's talk about it a little bit.
It's a record label and a sound system.
So let's talk about like how did that all kind of form and start up, right? Like with the Supreme Jeans, right? Like how did that all kind of form and start up?
It started off me and Merciless.
Shout out to Merciless.
Shout out to Merciless.
We started this shit and we wanted to put out albums, right, on vinyl. And we
Lost Heart, right? It was the vinyl.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So at first we were just saying Supreme Jeans, and then we said to ourselves, yo, it'd be nice if we can get some artists on some of your tracks. I'm like, yo, Mercer, beats are disgusting. We need to put like some other artists on it. So I wanted to get Killer Priest. The first major artist we got was Junior Cat, Super Cat's brother.
Okay.
And we put him on a bunch of shit. And then, but we haven't released that yet. And then I got like Killer Priest, Sheik Luch, Ghostface, Trife the God, and Doolittles. They came in the next wave, right? Then I started going ham. And then we put together this album called, before the album, but we were working on the album. So we're putting down songs for Death in the Arenas, but we did like a precursor to it called The Calm Before the Storm. And it featured like Killer Priest is all over it. Tragedy Gaddafi's all over it. Hellraiser's all over it. Roll, Rock, G-Night, Gene One's on it. I'm on it, of course. And we had different producers. So we had like Merciless did some of the songs. And then
G-Night did one, no?
G-Night did one or two. What's homeboy from GGO?
Sneak
the Vandal. He did some Dr. G from the UK did some.
He's fucking sick.
Yeah, he's nasty.
Problems too.
And then,
shout out Dr. G. Dope.
Yeah, so a bunch of different producers on the shit. And Timbo King's on it too. Rain the Quiet Storm. Shabazz the Disciples on it.
That song was sick.
I forgot about that one. Shit.
He's
he's rapping in Hebrew. And so we wanted to put shit out, right? And properly. The only way to do this is if you have a record label, right? So that's what happened. We started stacking tracks, and then we did The Calm Before the Storm, which was a mixtape, and then The Death in the Arena came out. And we put it on vinyl.
That's dope. And I think an important thing to note too is like, especially bringing Merce on with the project and all that kind of stuff, is like the attention to detail and the attention to quality, the integrity of the record. Like producers need to, like the beats need to be fire. The artists that are on it, they need to have a certain caliber of pen game, first of all. And then the overall sound is so important to you guys. So the integrity of the overall records. And I think that's something to note because there's a lot of people out here putting out music. There's labels, there's little conglomerates and groups of people. And I feel like there's not enough integrity behind the music where I hats off to you guys for that. And So just to kind of touch on that, like as you guys are going and you guys are starting to create this and creating a wave, how's the reception from like Toronto culture, New York culture? Because I feel like kind of really taps into New York.
New York, America, we got more love from America and Europe than we did in Toronto. I didn't really understand the social media shit at the time. And so I didn't know how to promote like the way I normally would be able to promote. So it was like we were trying to reach, but the things end up selling out. And we put the vinyls on. It was good. We don't put out whack shit.
And then how does Moon Crickets come into play? Because for me personally, like when I got put onto your music and all that kind of stuff through Specz, and a lot of it had to do with the Moon Crickets. And then I started kind of going back a little bit. But how does Moon Crickets come into play?
The Moon Crickets, to be honest with you, was like a situation where it was like me and Priest were in the house. We were recording an album. We didn't know what to call it. And I was just making jokes. But see how before the show started, I was talking shit. Right? So I'm like, yo, Priest, that's some Moon Cricket dark shit. And then we both started to laugh. And I said, we should call it Moon Crickets.
It's like that.
And then, it's actually on YouTube. While we were in the studio, we recorded everything we did on video. So we put up the clip of when I said the shit. And then Priest agreed to it. That was it. We called it the Moon Crickets.
So explain that a little bit. Like, what is Moon Crickets?
Moon Crickets is, well, y'all would probably know it as like saying nigger or some shit.
Dark shit.
I don't say that, but like
the only one that does.
Well, you might as well learn how to say the goddamn word. God damn it.
Only when I'm in the car and they got the Dr. Dre song on, right? I'll say it with the music or whatever, right? Other than that.
Yeah, so what it was is now Nat Turner during the slave revolt. Y'all know who Nat Turner is?
Yeah.
Nat Turner? All right, good. So the night when he was going to go on this thing, it was a full moon, right? And the slave master, everyone was sleeping. And Nat Turner knocked the door. All you could see was a moon, right? Bright-ass moon. You know why when the moon's out like that, you hear crickets. Knock the door. Fucking man opened the door, couldn't see shit. All you heard was the moon. I heard the crickets. And then he got a knife in his neck. His last words were, "Goddamn moon crickets." The sun was hiding underneath the table. And then they killed everybody in the house, but never saw the son. The son went and told the story, what his father's last words were, "Goddamn moon crickets." And then that's when white people started calling niggas moon crickets in the South. But originally, that's all it came from. So if you want to say it's a derogatory, bad word, you can say that. But that's where it really came from.
The origin for everything.
It's perception, really, if you think about it.
And who are the artists that make up Moon Crickets?
So originally, it was me, Merciless, and Killer Priest.
Okay.
Then it got added on to G Night, Rock, Roll, and Specz. Dre Specz, right? I'm saying it right? That's what that's what we had. And so so Dre Specz, me, Rock, G Night.
And you guys made some bangers. Like you guys like some of the music was even kind of funny in a way. Like to be honest, like for like well, as soon as you got Lord Fury on it, there's an opportunity for some funny shit.
my whole No Refunds project in 2017, Brother Fury hosted that shit. You know what I'm saying? Did a couple verses as well, but hosted it. So you had skits and shit as well.
Right.
You're on it too. You're on that shit.
Oh,
That's money, violence.
Yeah.
But yo, that shit was animated as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
How did you two meet?
You tell that story.
I know him from his youth.
Okay.
I knew that, you know what I'm saying, from Greenbrae.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you know when he was a hoodlum running around.
Little bad shit.
Yeah. Not much has changed, but now he smokes weed. He's calmed down.
He's a little calm now.
Yeah. He's a little bad boy from the ends.
Yeah, man.
Greenbrae, you know what I'm saying?
The one memory that you remind me, actually, it's funny, you know, because I must have been like 14 or 15 years old, and I guess one of the older heads was trying to send me to the store. Like, yo, you know what I'm talking about? One of the older men looked at me like, yo, go to the store for me. I looked at him like, yo, nah, I want a store for you or nothing like that. I gave him a tough talk. And I guess they got vexed. I think you stuck with me.
Yeah, you're right. So, yo, louder you, man. Wanna move up, man. Go to the blood clot store yourself. Pussy wall. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I remember that shit. Yeah. You're right. I remember that shit.
Oh, I should have sent the youth to them, trust me.
Yeah. I remember that shit. It was fucking what's his fucking name? That guy. I remember who was talking shit to you too. It was fucking that goof.
Memories.
Yeah, what the fuck's that nigga's
I
name?
remember who it was, to be honest.
You know what? If he was a goof, we don't need to give him no shine.
No good spots.
Get lucky.
No, but no, that's cool because I remember first kind of taking in the album and I was like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? And then I always thought you guys were all from the States. Like I think that's a good thing though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like as a local artist, underground artist, you kind of want the vibe that you're already in the States because then our people around here will then accept you. You know how Toronto does it? Canada in general does that.
Yeah.
But like if like even like for example back in the day like Belly for example like he really made a good effort to make it look like he was from America. You know, and then he eventually like people were just like, oh yeah, that guy from the States.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, that's what
I think it's gone in waves though. There was some times when like, oh, you're a Canadian artist and viewed by other Canadian fans, you're like, oh, you're a Canadian artist, boo, you're not as nice as an artist. Right. And then there was a time where, oh, you're a Canadian artist, I'm Canadian too. Yeah, big up the Canadian artist, you know what I'm trying to say? And then with the different ebbs and flows.
And now more than ever, it's okay to be from Toronto. Yeah. It's actually like I've been saying this, like the eye is on Toronto.
Right.
Like it's been like that for a little bit now.
Wow.
And I think it's like our time will pass. Like our you know what I mean? Like eventually the eye is gonna keep moving. It always does, right?
Whenever the next big person, wherever the next big motherfucker comes from, people are gonna start looking to his hometown or her hometown. And then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like speaking on like, like all eyes being on Toronto, right? And it kind of relates back, to what we're talking about here at Furies. The Buffalo Raptures album.
Yeah.
So your connection, the Griselda connection.
Yeah.
Right? How did that all kind of unfold? Because, it's crazy because I was just kind of peeping Breakfast Club and Benny was on there and he was talking about the Buffalo Toronto, like how the connection. He gave Cardinal his flowers, right? He said like, Cardinal's a big artist here, whatever. And I've seen that you guys have that connection, bringing down a lot of these Griselda artists and the Buffalo Raptures album. How did that whole segue kind of connect with you guys?
Well, A-Son and Lord Juco, those brothers they were already hip to who those guys were in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Merciless too. So can I reach out to them and them over there and say, yo, look here. Go and do an album. You and A-Son and Merciless are producers. And cool. So we just link up. I send them tracks and he's slapping them back out, bang, 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 bang. And then bam, the album was done. So I told him, I said, I want to do it like for my man Louis Rankin.
Rest in peace.
So he put him on he's on the cover, right? So he put his face on the cover of the vinyl and the CD. And because he's always say Toronto Raptures. So I said we called it the Buffalo Raptures. Yeah. So that's how that shit came about. So Louis on the album too.
Yeah.
And he's talking like there's a part with him and Benny going, saying, and then we kept it 100% to make, because he died untimely.
True that.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? And to keep him alive, right? A lot of people around me passed and shit on some crazy shit, but I mean him, we had to keep him alive. At least to make the world at least keep on seeing his face.
Wasn't he doing an album with DJ Khaled before he died?
There was something going on.
He did the Nas song. I know he put on that Nas album Done or whatever that song was.
Khaled was shouting him out, or he had him in an IG clip.
I know that they redid the.
He was doing a solo album before he died, though.
Yeah,
was it the works?
Yeah, we kind of have a. It's a long story. I'm not even going to it.
Right.
The people that are doing it, they did it, they have it, it's put down. But no one's not really releasing it because of whatever the fuck reason. Which is to me is I don't know what the hell.
Well, shout out to Louis Rankin Ox.
Yeah.
And then also shout out to Lord Juco and A-Son.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Big up.
Yo. Shout out Rock 13 and G Night too, and DJ Merciless. You know what I'm saying?
Bam.
And also on the ASON tip, I've been hearing about ASON forever, right? Like ASON's been sick, like for so long. I don't know if you guys know Chops. Rest in peace, Chops.
I know. That's my brethren. I know his dad. Me and his dad are friends.
Okay, so Chops used to like live at my crib for a while, like right before he kind
Big
of
fat
passed.
Chops.
Yeah. Chop. Yeah, man. And
110.
Yeah.
And bring him.
And I actually heard about ASON through him.
Yeah.
And G5 Golden Night, I guess, back in
Yeah.
And when I heard G5 and when I heard ASON, I was like, hold on a second. Like, who the fuck are these guys?
Right?
Yeah.
Illich,
Yeah. Shout out to Illich as well. Shout out to G5. But that's when because Chops was sick. Chops was nasty. He had a different kind of flow. Like his I can't even explain it right now, but like really like chill vibe and some dope shit. But anyways, he put me on to ASON from back in the day. And so and ASON kind of stopped doing, I don't know if he stopped doing music, but he stopped kind of pushing.
He took a break.
He took a break. And now that when he came back with a vengeance. Ferocious.
Yeah. So here's what it is. I never knew Ace with Chop. I know Chop's dad. So I used to see these young cats in Empring and running around doing their shit. I'm like, yeah, look, man. And, rest in peace. But I didn't really, and I wasn't really doing music like that. I was still doing street shit. So I'd heal him up and, but I knew his pop. But I'm saying, when Ace told me that you kept on talking about Chops, but I don't know much Chops. I never called who you call Chops. We call him Bigger.
Yeah.
Biggs and them. That's how we call him. Biggie, we call him Biggs. You know what I mean? So
rightfully so.
Yeah, we know. Well, I don't know much Chops, but then Ace is something about Chops. Then when I found out that Chops is
Bigger,
and I know his dad, I'm like, oh my god. So it's like a connection like that,
Got you.
It's ASON. ASON's an animal. Lord Juco's those two are like.
Lord Juco's got some pen game, crazy delivery,
disgusting
cadence,
on
like,
another level right now,
bro. And like I was gonna say, so when ASON came back in, made such an impact, like like full force, and the fact that you end up working with him and stuff like that is such a huge, like it just makes sense to me, especially like it's just somebody that's kind of more of a fan, like looking out, like from what I mean, like when you're from the East End, you want to see the guys in the East End win.
Yes,
you know what I mean, and it's like it's almost like a sport. In a sense,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Blood like, sport.
Yeah, for real. And so yeah, it was cool to see you guys link up and that connection happen and to see where it's at now. And I just can't wait to see where it's at in the next few years from now. Like I think you guys have such good momentum built up. Again, with your guys' integrity to music, especially even ASON, and Juco. Like these guys aren't gonna put out a record that's shit. Like,
no, never.
Listen to ASON, bro. Like just listen to the lyrics.
He's an animal.
Insane, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Next level.
That's why they call him the chosen one.
For sure.
Yeah.
And Lord Juco is the Lord of Lords. And I'm a Lord.
So for you to say that.
And for me to say that, that's true and living.
There you go. So no, big shout out to all these peoples and yourself, OG in the game. If you guys don't know about Lord Fury, you guys need to get familiar. Go take a look at the new stuff. Go take a look at the old stuff. Let's just touch on quick before we get into the song reviews and all this kind of stuff on what's up next. Like, what you got going on right now. What's coming up next? Because I know you got some stuff in the works.
I just dropped an album called Rasputin, the Wizard of Electric Ladyland. And oh yes, I am the wizard.
Machismo, trust me.
Oh yes, ladies, you know what time it is. When Big Sexy comes to town, all the draws hit the ground.
He ain't lying, bro. He ain't lying.
Woo! Oh,
that was crazy.
The kiss stealing, willing, dealing, jet playing, flying, styling, and profiling, son of a gun with a big ass, cocking his pants to make a girl take a chance.
Before you go, telling us about that though, the wrestling connection though, I wanted to ask you about that as well. Let's get into that. Yeah.
Let's
get into that because I know you kind of dropped there the whole promo thing there, right?
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about the wrestling connection, right? Because I know you're huge on that. I know you've been big on that.
I'm a wrestling fanatic, man.
Right? I know.
I've seen all the pictures.
I know you're on the indie scene right now, making a splash right now.
Yeah.
Causing some shit over there. So talk about it. What's going on with that?
I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot about that.
Big up Channing Decker, Johnny Pro,
Word up,
a man Hystro, and Ninja.
Okay.
So we do wrestling around here.
Right.
Podcasts. But Greek Town Wrestling is like a home base for ass whoopings. So
what's it called? Sorry,
Greek Town Wrestling.
Greek Town
I
Wrestling.
said it's a home base for ass whoopings. Yo.
Yes, a lot of ass whoopings.
I gotta come out to a show, bro. Trust me. I
Gotta
see
come out to
the
the show. Right now, Santana is the champion, right? And he's in AEW, and he's in, you know what I'm saying? He does a lot of traveling and shit.
Oh, that's Santana? I know that Santana. Yeah.
Right, yeah, he's a beast from the BX, from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So he won the belt from Channing, and Channing tried to get it back. He couldn't get it back. Jerry Lynn was at the last show. He's a referee, but I mean, yeah, wrestling is my shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Anybody who knows me knows that they don't want to be in the change room with me after gym class with the high jump mats. That's your ass. I'm gonna fucking drop you on your head repeatedly.
Straight.
I'm practicing every move on you
That's curious.
until my heart's desire
Yep.
is fulfilled.
Do it, bro. Trust me.
I used to do all the moves on my little brothers and cousins and shit.
Yo,
Yo, dog, when I was growing up in Flemo, though, it was a thing where the youths would see me and be like, fuck, yo, they're Specz, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'll catch these guys and give them the Hollywood leg drop and shit.
there's certain moves like Boston Crab, sharpshooter. Like, that shit hurts, bro. That shit hurts, bro.
The stunner was running, thing was running.
Yeah, all the stuff.
Kick up, man, stun them.
Yo, man can't talk about certain wrestling moves and not bring up the fucking crossface chicken wing, though.
Yeah.
Have you
I
actually
can't
do
bring
that
up
shit
the-
proper?
Yo, buddy, I stay doing that to motherfuckers. I be in grade school.
Shit proper?
Yo, bro, I be in grade school.
Squeezing up my man's neck.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, but I was a weasel though, cause
Yo, you got to do that to a girl though. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
I'd creep up on a girl. That's a joke though, but
Stop.
I wouldn't full up.
If
fuck
you
her up.
express by Dan
I
Barker,
would- no.
does not represent.
That's a bedroom
Listen,
move, bro.
listen,
That's a
listen,
bedroom move.
Spoiler.
Listen. I would grab her arm.
High school. High school is a different
I'll
time.
just instead of grabbing her arm, I'll just put my hand around her chin and just pull it back quick.
Oh shit.
Oh my
shit.
God.
She wouldn't
What
hurt
is going
herself.
on?
My favorite wrestling move was a powerbomb. I used to fuck people
Okay.
up. Yo, I was,
Yeah.
one time we're in the block in Dower.
I got a question.
Me and the Big Slack, me and Double A, my partner in crime, Bigger, the real Big Slack. And we're talking about 400 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. Yo, we're on
That's
the
the
first
crap.
floor, and this motherfucker was talking shit. I looked at him, I said, motherfucker, are you talking shit to me? He's like, fuck you, man. I'm like, who the fuck? I looked at Bigger, I'm like, Bigger, what's wrong with it? I grabbed him, Bigger punched him in his stomach. I grabbed him by his neck, I put him between my legs, and I hoisted him in the air. And I dropped him right on his fucking back of his neck.
Who got the best powerbomb?
Kevin Nash, what the fuck?
No.
Thank you.
No.
And
Who got the best powerbomb?
Vader.
I said Vader.
Vader, are you fucking crazy?
Vader.
I saw Vader almost kill Sting.
Vader.
Yeah?
Vader.
Steve said,
When he pulled Cactus Jack, when he pulled back the mat on the
On the concrete floor.
I want to say,
No one knows?
I want to say Japanese, but I don't know.
No.
What? Sorry, what's the question?
Invented the powerbomb.
Oh, I don't know.
Terry Bam Bam Gordy from the Freebirds.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I did not.
he invented it.
I did not
He
know
did it?
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, ooh, that looks good. That looks good. And then Juice and the Lager started doing it. The Lager bomb.
Yes.
He started running with it. And
Yes. Mike Awesome, the Awesome Bomb.
Awesome bomb. But it was, what it was in Japan, he was called the Gladiator.
Yes.
fucking, even the Batista bomb was all right.
No.
Stop top though.
Vader
Stop
is
top.
dropping you on the back of your neck and trying to kill
And
you.
he's throwing you through the mat, bro.
Yeah, he's just trying to kill you.
Yo, I'm not saying it was better than Vader's. I was saying it was good too, bro.
There's nothing better than Vader. Vader's problem is the one word.
Like
So
how involved are you with this whole the whole wrestling or whatever, the Greek Town wrestling?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what's going on right now. I'm making.
he's getting in the ring. He's getting in the ring.
Well, I've already gotten in the ring.
Okay.
I get in the ring. I be beating people's ass. I attack people from behind and shit. But but what's gonna happen right now? I'm gonna start doing my own wrestling shit. I'm gonna start same way I do shows. Right. I'm gonna start bringing wrestlers down. I'm gonna have to make a belt. Man, these niggas have a tournament for my belt.
Sick.
I'm gonna present them with the belt, but I'm gonna do concerts with hip hop and wrestling.
That's fucking crazy.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
That's actually crazy.
So look out for that. I might not get it done this year.
I want in it. I want involved.
I might not get it done this year.
Yeah.
Because I have all the contacts for them. So like the Rob Van Dams, the Rhinos,
Yeah.
the certain old school ECW cats, certain WWE. I'm trying to get Dolph Ziggler. I'm trying to get a bunch of different people.
Sick.
I make a matinee.
That's heavy.
From hell.
Like a tournament thing.
And then bring down maybe Action Squad or somebody. You know what I'm saying?
My boy Clash Kincaid, Remy.
That's my man.
You know Clash?
Of course, man.
Okay.
Ask him about me.
You remember
ACW?
You know Rehearsal Factory?
Yeah.
So the guy
Used to be a rapper too.
Yeah. Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
So I used to shoot some videos from Remy, man. He's a solid dude, but yeah, he started doing the wrestling thing.
ACW.
Yeah.
Alternative Canadian wrestling. I was at the pay-per-view.
Right. Okay.
I went to it. I was there. I attacked somebody.
Yeah. I was supposed to film that. I was supposed to go and film like BTS and all that.
It was on, I put it online. I went in the ring and beat a man's ass.
Nice.
Van Landen.
Yeah.
Okay.
We made a new Nation of Domination.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yo, because he hit me up about it, I've been kind of following it, and then I seen you in the mix, and I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on right now? I'm loving to see it because I'm a huge wrestling fan too, growing up and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, I watched wrestling when I was a kid nonstop. I had all the little rubber dolls, and the rings and all the shit. Man. And then at my house, I'm fucking giving baby stunners to the kids and shit. Like, bro, wrestling's a thing, right? If you don't fuck with wrestling, you should probably switch the channel right now.
But I hate when people are saying like, you know, oh, it's fake and whatever. No,
right.
Nigga, we know it's fake. Nigga,
it's fake to a degree, though.
But here's the one
degree.
So here's the one thing.
Here's the one thing I always say.
Cut.
Listen, here's one thing I will say. You cannot fake gravity.
Facts.
No. When a man is falling 20 feet from a fucking cage onto a table.
Yeah. No.
Or whatever.
That's your ass.
Yeah. That's
your ass.
What's that one? The tsunami right now, bro? You can't fake that shit, bro.
Yo,
real shit.
when that motherfucker is jumping from the top rope and landing on you with that 375 pounds.
Jesus.
Yo, tell Owen Hart the shit's fake, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
But yo, as we continue on, we got artist songs we got to review today.
Yes.
So you know, in connected fashion.
Excited to have Lord Fury review these songs.
Me too.
I won't even lie.
And I want to make sure we get them in.
Okay, so Fury, for the fact that you don't know, or if you don't know about what we do, we get a song, we listen to it, listen to the first verse, first hook, and we give it a rating out of 5, right? We try to be as honest, as, you know, critical, respectful as possible.
We give a little feedback.
Right? Give a little feedback, right? So, you know, we just listen to the song. Usually it's a hook, verse, and then, yeah, we give our ratings out of 5, talk about it a little bit. And then, yeah.
And the intention here is, one, put people on, like give them a bit of a platform so others can listen to it. They'll hear it throughout the podcast. You know, if you like what you're hearing, go click on their music, go check them out, go follow them, go download their stuff. Make sure you support the shit out of it. If you don't like it, that's fine. But we're not here to drag anybody through the mud and talk a lot of shit. But we do give honest reviews. So, you know, if we don't like it, you're going to hear about it. If we do like it, you're going to hear about it. You're going to hear a little bit about why. So let's jump into it. Yo, Fury, we appreciate you being on, and we're really pumped to see what you got to say about some of these. So we got Drew Millz, GCP Freestyle. So this might be on a
GCP.
It might be an industry beat. I don't know.
Guilty Crime Productions.
It's not an industry beat.
Okay.
It's a dub from it's an industry beat. So.
Okay, so it's an industry beat.
A lot of that say the same thing.
Wow. Okay. So
Hold on,
it's
wait,
all
Industry
good.
beat, but it's a dub from it's an industry beat.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so let's bump that. Let's
Like
hear
that.
what it is. Let's hear what we got.
Drew Millz.
Shout out Drew Millz.
So much shots on the dark side, it illuminate. Immune to that, they pick up more bodies than a Uber X. Wet pussies up like it lubricate. Cuban link, chain on my neck, they fake stuntin' like Super Dave. Toss packs, guap fly back like a boomerang. All facts, streets talk back, say I do my thing. Cash rules everything around me. Wu-Tang, no choice but to stack paper like a dual tang. Niggas sell out more than they packs do. What a shame. Actually, shame on me, thinking you was game. Claim you was down for the team, thought you was game. Foul, thought you wild, but we wilder to this day. Loyal to the soil, keep it thorough, cradle to the grave. Made off with the pay and some extra keys to the safe. Stole on them and still like Ricky Henderson to the base. This duffel bag, I'm impersonal to the face. This bar's about the plates, get it, I be moving weight. Break it down to the 8, say my grace, clean the plate. To the zone in my hand, eyeball it, watch them wait. Double, triple like the entendres and shit I say. Break it down, demolition, aftermath, Dr. Dre. Son, all of your favorite rappers, so I can't walk away. The kid is on point, caught the play from a block away. Third eye vision, and I'm married to the game. What a lay. 3, 6, 5.
All right. So since you're the guest, we're gonna let you. Should we make? Do you want to spark it off, or should we do a round?
Why don't we go around first
Okay,
so we
let's
know
go
what we're
first.
dealing with right now?
Cool.
So
last time we sparked it off with Specz Don. So let's
go.
just keep it up.
Let's keep the same rotation.
Specz, let's pop it on.
All right, yo, listen, grab it from the first drop of the beat. You know what I'm saying? The intro was short. He came into it hard. Pause. There was a video also that accompanied it. So obviously, videos always make it that doper. You know what I'm trying to say? But man, the beat was dope. Rhymes were dope. Flow was dope. Cadence was dope. The video looked dope. I gotta say, but it was dope. 4.5 for me.
Check this out.
Pretty much gonna piggyback off of what Specz was saying. Yeah, I like the cadence. It just felt like, what he was saying was real. And, he kind of, the way he presented with what he was saying, I thought was real. I like the video and how, it all came together. I know we didn't listen to the whole track, but it's a shorter one. So I'm more inclined to listen to it. Not to say I want to listen to a longer track, but, being that it's a freestyle that he said and how he presented it, I thought it was just well put together in all areas. So I'm gonna give it a strong 4.5 too. I'm gonna give it a strong 4.5.
Okay.
Check this out.
Big scores coming out the gate.
I'm gonna give it a strong 4.5. The bars were hard, bro.
It's on you, Specz.
Getting paper like a do-it-time.
Yo, I'm gonna say flat out, no long talking thing on this one. All I'm gonna say is the beat is classic. It's classic Toronto shit. That brother there knows what he's. You know what I'm saying? He knows me. I know him. But aside from the knowing shit, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Solid as fuck. That's it. Boom.
Check this out.
I'm sticking there. You know what I'm saying?
So now, here's where it goes down. I watched the video. I'm listening to the beat. I don't know what beat that is. What beat is that?
It's an old GCP beat from back.
From the first album?
No, from the Crime Connects album, the second one.
Or the second one?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I recognize it, though. All right. Now, I got to ask myself, is there anything that he did wrong on the beat? He even went on to it's a legacy rap then.
Yeah.
This is a legacy thing.
Basically.
So, is it whack? Hell no. This shit's fire. Right? I like this type of shit. And he looks like Capone from Capone and Noriega.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
He looks like Poe.
He does.
I think about it. Yeah,
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Even kind of raps like him a little bit, like the vile and the believable nature. You know what I'm saying?
And the polished flow kind of.
His name is Drew Millz, right?
Yeah.
Drew Millz, that's his name.
Drew Millz? Yeah.
So the GCP legacy. Yo, that gets a 5 from me. I for me to give it a 4.5, I got to see something wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Heard that.
Right? He even spat this shit on a goddamn GCP beat. That's crazy. Like, you could have picked any beat. You could have picked a Jay-Z beat. He could have picked a Wu-Tang beat. He could have picked a Capone and Noriega beat.
Shit.
He picked a GCP, Guilty Crime Productions beat. The gutter, Flemo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, niggas are fire from me.
Check this out.
Nice.
And I'm a hard critic, you know. I'm speaking straight.
That's a big 5. Anytime you hear 5,
Tell me what's wrong with the song.
right?
Not much.
So that's where I come in. So first of all, I definitely mimic everything that everybody said though. Like first of all, the track is fire. Like one of the better tracks we've heard on the show.
Yeah.
And the only thing that gets me when it comes to any type of negative is when you're doing a dub over somebody else's beat, right? Now, mind you, he did it justice, so thank God, because a lot of people would have spit on that and fucking everyone would be upset right now. You know what I mean? But that's my only negative is that it's not an original, right? So I haven't heard the original song. So it's hard. I don't know if he mimicked a flow. I don't know any of this kind of information.
He did
Right.
his own thing on the,
So like
Who made the beat? Yunan?
James Stang, I think.
That's Yunan, man. That's his real name. I don't know about James Stang.
So for me, I'm at like a 4.5, 5. Like I'm close because it's such a good for one thing I want to touch on though is the guy's pen game, right? Because like his cadence, his flow, everything was hard, everything was sick, beat selection amazing, videos dope. It really kind of fit the record itself. But bro, that guy's pen game, insane. Punches,
for
the
sure.
wordplay, all of that, bro. So
sure.
yeah, I'm gonna go with the 4.5 only because the beat situation.
And that was
Check
the reason
this
for
out.
me not giving him the 5.
Otherwise,
as
it's a 5.
Because otherwise it's a 5.
I wanna hear his album.
And
I
it's
wanna
no
hear that guy's
diss for artists going on dubs, whatever.
No.
But I just want to. We had Pound on here a while back.
Yeah.
And he did a dub as well. And that could have easily been a 5.
Yeah.
But the only reason why I didn't give him the 5 was because of the same reason.
We're on the same page.
It's just
not even close.
Like I said,
the only reason why I gave him a 5, and because it's on the dub, is because it's a legacy dub. Like it's a Toronto beat. If it was an American beat, I would have said 4.5.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is GCP.
But I'll say what? I'll say this. It's close for me. It's closer to a 5.
100%.
It's really close to a 5. It would have been.
And I know the producer, UNAM.
Yeah.
And so shout out Drew Millz, man. Yo, you got a 5 from Lord Fury, 4.5 from the rest of the squad.
Good score.
That's a really good score. If you go back and watch, other episodes,
go check
we're in 3s. We're in like 2.5 sometimes, right?
Yeah,
good
time.
Songs are usually between 3.5 and 4 and 4.5. Right?
All right, let's get into the next one. Connor Price and Nick D, still hot.
Right.
There's a video from. Is that a video?
This guy's been going viral like crazy, and he's from the area. Not a lot of people even realize he's from the area, but
2 point.
Yeah, no, this guy's viral. So all right, let's hear this.
Where's he from?
From Toronto area.
Really?
Yeah, somewhere in this Ontario strip. I don't know, along the 401 somewhere. All right, Connor Price and Nick D, still hot.
Daddy, you sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Whoa, last time I checked, I'm still hot. Real hot. Kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cos, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I still that guy that did it on my own. Stay independent. For you to get what I'm getting, it will probably take a village. Just give me a minute, turn a snippet to a hit, and now they all want a percentage, but I'm only paying visits. Big dog, hit 'em with thick thumbs and a quick draw. Pit boss, if they ain't playing, they getting kicked off. Jigsaw, I got 'em puzzled, got 'em a bit lost. It's a feeding frenzy, I put the beat in a pig trough. Got it on lock, got the password. Type of thing you couldn't manufacture. 10,000 hours, got it mastered. Can't you see the patterns? Last time I checked, I'm still hot. Real hot, kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cos, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok.
You guys go check out that record. This guy blew up on TikTok.
This shit is fucking crazy.
Right?
Yo.
That's up to Gutz right now. Gutz, pass it over to you.
So I've always said, like, if a track doesn't catch me within that first 3 seconds, 2-3 seconds, I'm tuned out. This caught me right off rip. As soon as the beat dropped, I was hooked. I was like, that classic hip hop boom bap beat, that old school. Like, it's a beat. Like, if I'm an artist and I'm hearing this, like, producers like, yo, here's a beat. Like, what do you think? I'm picking this beat. This is definitely one of my beats I'm picking. Right? Like, right off the rip. The back and forth that these guys did on the video, I thought it was pretty dope. Right? I don't know who's who. I don't know who's Connor Price.
Connor Price is the guy with the green toque.
Okay. And Nick D's the other guy?
Yeah.
So they're, I guess, assume both MCs?
Yeah, they're both solo artists.
Yeah? Okay. No, I like the whole back and forth thing. I like the whole, I thought the bars were, I think they kind of stayed within their lane, right? It was very lyrical. It kind of fit the theme of the song, or fit the vibe of the song, per se. I think there was I guess a sense of authenticity with what they're presenting, right? Like, they're not trying to be too hard. They're not trying to, they're not being nerds or anything like that. I think it's just straight hip hop, and it's straight, like, to the point and what they did. I liked it, man. I really liked it. I liked the hook. I like the flow, what they were going back and forth with, and what they did. I'm gonna give it a strong 4.5. Strong 4.5.
Check this out.
Strong 4.5. Not this. For me, it's just kind of hard to grip that 5. You know what I'm saying? And there's no diss to anyone no diss to them. It's not that this isn't great. I mean, 4.5 is really good, anyways. But I just
you need that little bit of extra sauce or something.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's a dope record, and the video did its justice. It's clean, right? So the whole presentation, I know you're big on presentation production. It checks the box.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
4.5 for me.
All right. Dre Specz.
All right, fuck. So, yo, the beat was fire. I like the energy back and forth on the back and forth shit and shit. The whole vibe of the song is dope. I'm going to give it a 4, though. Like, for me, the beat hit, the vibe hit, the energy was on point, but it's a 4 on my part.
Cool. Dope.
Now, because I'm a person that listens to all kind of music, right? I listen to rock and roll. I listen to blood clot soul. I listen to Russian folklore music. Area blood clot.
I didn't see that one coming.
No, of course. Why would you? This shit here. I used to hang out with skaters. A lot of people don't know this about me. I used to hang out with some white skaters, and they were friends.
I used to be the white skater. My bad. Sorry.
You were?
Yeah, I used to skate like crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Eric Blackwood, Norm White, Shane, Jennifer, Jenny Curls. You know what I'm saying? Those are my friends. Heather, you know what I'm saying? Those are my friends in school and shit. And Scott Bingley. Yeah, I'm done. This gave me a flashback to when we used to fucking just sit around, smoke weed, and just rap. The shit that they're doing here is crazy, right? They're not fronting, not perpetrating nothing but themselves. They're locked in tight into the cipher of what they're doing. They're walking around, sitting down, getting up, like going back and forth, clean back and forth. Like, you don't see this kind of back and forth so calm, cool, and collective like that amongst people. This song, for you to tell me, this is a perfect hip-hop song. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. I have nothing bad to say about it. And I'm not the type of person to give people fives, you know, but the last two tracks, to me,
yeah.
You're just picking good shit because I'm here?
There you go.
No. This is an accident.
I want to say something bad, and I can't.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad. This Connor Price and this Nick D, they're bad. They're killing it. This is some straight fire shit.
Yeah. I
like it. I'm going to go home and Google this shit and try to see what else is going on with them. Because shit, I might want to do a concert with these guys. Okay.
And on that note,
they get a 5 from me. I'm giving them a 5.
Yeah, that's a 5.
I see no fault in this shit. The way the video started, the beat, like, okay, would I rap on that beat? No, I wouldn't unless someone paid me to do it. There's nothing wrong with it though. I like that kind of beat, but I just personally wouldn't rap on it. I wouldn't. That wouldn't be. I like soulful shit, right? And hard shit. This is a playful beat. It gives you that fun vibe in hip hop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I'm talking too much.
It's a witty vibe, no?
It's witty, and it's like for like people to be. You know what I'm saying? I can hear comment on the same beat. I can hear like, you know what I'm saying?
Like a Socrates.
Like hieroglyphics on this beat. Like Souls of Mischief and Del the Funky Homo Sapien. This is the type of shit, energy I get from this kind of a beat.
Sure.
Abstract shit, no?
Yeah. Not really abstract, but it's more like fun and like a hot play. They're making me believe that they live in LA. I don't think they're in Canada. Right? So, yeah, this should get, to me, it's a 5. There's nothing wrong with what they did.
That's a big
nothing
score.
at all.
So we got 2
5s from Fury.
Still
I got a
back to back.
4.
Yeah, and then a 5. And
all right.
As soon as Fury said the skateboarding thing, like that's instantly what I went to with this. Like even the way Connor's dressed, right?
Yeah.
Such a skater vibe, right? I used to be outside like 8 hours a day learning to kickflip and teaching people how to kickflip and at the skate parks. Like that was like my shit when I was a kid. Like I used to skate for years. And that's how I got into Wu-Tang. That's how I got into Biggie. That's how I got. So, like, realistically, like, and I wasn't thinking while I was listening to it, but when he said it, I'm like, that's what it is. It's the skateboarding vibe. Like, you would be at an indoor skate park and like this would be bumping and like everyone would be
94, 93.
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
No, exactly.
That's the year.
Exactly. It actually sounds like the shit. Like when I started rapping, like this is the style that I used to rap. Like more like that chill vibe, but like real, like lyrical, but like like you know when I freestyle and shit, like it's kind of the vibe. But for Connor Price, I want to give him his props because he's a guy. He's from like the Ontario, Toronto area, and all that kind of stuff. He found his way on TikTok, and he was doing a lot of gimmicky kind of stuff on TikTok, and he still does, which you need to do, right? It was just, props to him for everything he's done there. But this steps outside of the gimmicky shit that I've seen from him before, and this is like super on point. And I always like his flow and shit. But bro, this is fire. This is fire, bro. Super props to both of them. But even more props to Connor Price because coming from the TikTok and doing like the gimmicky stuff to that, bro.
Big ups.
I'm gonna give it a 5 too. I'm not judging it on the music video here. So like we don't like, and that's something we didn't really mention to you, but we don't usually like judge on the music video. If I was judging on the music video, I actually would have went a little bit lower. It's clean. The video is clean. You can't say nothing bad about the cleanness of the video, but the simplicity of it, which I know that's what they were going for, obviously, right? It's a one shot, it's a one take. But they could have done something crazy with this video because of how sick the song is. But I still like the simplicity of it. It was cool. I would have dropped my score a little bit lower if we were rating on that, but I'm not rating it on that. I'm rating on just the record. Bro, 5.
Okay.
5 out of 5.
All right.
That's, I think, my first 5 this season, by the way.
I hear you.
Is it your I don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
What else? Oh, maybe
You
one.
walked out of here like not too long ago. Get all angry.
You're talking about, okay. But that's because you guys were upsetting me. Okay, Specz Don, what do you got?
I think you had a good point about not trying to judge it using the video, because not every song is gonna have a video, right? So to try to give it a higher score or a lower score because of the video isn't really fair because we're judging the track, right? Going back to the track itself, man. Listen, man. I really like the beat. I really like the delivery. I really like the flows. I really like their wordplay. I really like the lyrics. There's nothing in the words of Lord Fury that I could say bad about it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing I can nitpick about it. If certain artists wouldn't spit on it, that's cool. I'd definitely spit on it.
For sure.
Right? I would spit on it. I'd get on
that
it.
Instrumental right now.
Yep, I would get on it in a second, and I really like what they did with it. So no long talking here, man. 5.
Check this out.
A few 5s on the table. That's a big one. Shout out to Connor Price.
Yeah, he burned that shit.
Yo, if you guys have never heard of Connor Price, it's weird that people haven't heard about him yet because of how viral he's been. But a lot of people still don't know about him, man. Go check him out. Connor Price. He's from Canada. Like, that's why I like to put emphasis on this, because there's not that many artists that are blowing up from Canada. It's very hard to make it through the grain.
For sure.
And this guy found his way, and he's dope. So go support him. Go check him out. Go drop a follow.
Connor Price.
And let's
I would do a concert with him.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Price set up
that's a
Lord
great
Fury.
idea.
He wants to do a concert with you, yo.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got Better Off and by Friday Nights and Young Drac.
Young Drake?
Young Drac.
Young Drac?
Drac.
It's got to be Drac, like Dracula.
Dracula?
Because it looks like the beginning of Dracula.
All right, so Better Off, Friday Nights, Young Drac. Let's get it.
I'm so better off on my own. Hustle hard for that dough. Lonely Island, I know, like I be riding around on a boat. Crazy cause out here we landlocked. I'm in the game like a landlord. Better off on my 10 toes, I'm grinding, but I stay float. Nobody cared, was done for the count. Treat me like trash, cause I ain't no cash. That wasn't fair, but nobody cared. The niggas will laugh. I hope that it's funny when I get the bag. I hope that it's funny when I pull a flex in. What's the next thing? I'm the next thing, like Alexi with Tetris. So better off in my zone. Scarring all of my goals. Living life on our road. This is all that I know. Better off chasing dogs, cause I'm better off on my own. Better off chasing dogs, cause I'm better off on my own. Yeah, I'm back on my rap shit, I'm in a classroom. Think you a king, but we know cash rules. Probably acting us like a bunch of cashews. Yeah, thinking you hot, but you ain't no bamboo, you past you. I told you I'm running your back, and I heard you got a new hit. I'm wondering who feeding you crap, and I just had a view of your shoes. You look like you dance some tap, nigga just sit and just clap. You know the homies are back, they watching my back, going on racks at the top. I'm so better off in my zone, yeah. Scarring all of my goals, living life on our road. This is all that I...
There it is right there. Better Off, Friday Nights, and Young Drac. That's on you, Dre Specz.
Oh shit! Yo, funny thing, I was looking at namesake because you don't know. No, listen. The reason I was looking at you is because you have a fucking habit of saying you can always tell my facial expression.
You're right. Yes,
that's why I was treating you just.
Okay.
But to hear I'm gonna say though, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 still. I'm saying that's not a bad rating. It's just not my cup of tea. Still, like I beat. It's cool to listen to, but it's not something that you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna turn on my Bluetooth speaker and listen to a thing and or type in a thing and be like, I'm gonna listen to that kind of vibe. If I'm drinking and I'm vibing and that type of shit, cool. But if I'm in my element, that's not what really I'm gonna go
3.5, you said?
3.5, yeah.
All right.
Still a good.
We all know your Bluetooth speaker's not charged, so chill.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
So,
He's like, it's near the wall, so I can plug it in.
I left it plugged in actually.
So I'm judging this now. No, well, I'm not judging it based on hip hop. I'm just judging it based on if the music's good or not, right?
Okay, yeah. What do you think? What's your opinion?
Because if it's hip hop now, you know, I'm a.
It's whatever
music.
Whatever
It's
your
music.
criteria
We're
is.
doing
Whatever
music.
you
All
think
right,
was.
so we're doing music. So I'm gonna stay in the lane of what they're doing. I'm not a fan of that
Auto-tune.
Sing song.
Yeah, that auto-tune. I'm not a fan of that stuff, right? So I guess if people want to do that, they can do that. The flow.
In my opinion, it has a time and place, auto-tune. Not in rap.
Not in hip hop, no. But whatever. This music is not hip hop though.
No, you're right.
But this is like
It goes into the subgenre shit we're talking about.
True.
a subgenre, like semi-trap, whatever you want to call it. So now in that lane now that the music's going for, the flow, maybe I'm listening to it on the phone.
Right.
Because I can't really tell.
We've listened to all the other ones on the TV.
So this might be a little bit of a problem. But I could tell by, there's two different people on the song, right?
Yeah.
So we heard two people rap of different verses.
Yeah.
All right. So the first guy was more professional than the second guy.
Right.
But he was still doing his thing. But I could hear it because I'm a veteran. I could hear it. I know. I go to studios and I listen to people. I don't know. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? So I know when a person's seasoned and you're not seasoned.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But then again, you know, some of the songs that are happening now, people are not seasoned and they're getting all these plays and they're treated like they're seasoned.
Yeah.
So I can't tell with this kind of music anymore because I'm just too old.
I feel that.
Well, the listeners don't have the ear of the makers, right?
Yes.
True.
The listeners don't have the same ear as the makers.
Yeah. So
that's a good line.
all right, my rating for this, if I'm putting that in the same league as where all the other guys are doing it, like those Sauce Walkers, and I can't put that in the same level as Sauce Walker because Sauce Walker is like a straight animal, and that's the lane they're kind of trying to go into. I have to give it like a 2.2. A 2.
No, 2, okay.
2 is good. Yeah, that's fair.
A 2.
You know, and at the end of the day,
the reason why I'm saying 2 is because they need to work on the staying power. Like, is your song gonna be able to be played in the club, and everyone's gonna memorize it, or want to be like on the same shit, or are you just talking the same various shit that everyone else is talking? Say something that's gonna be more like a little bit different, or a little bit more. Maybe I'm just an old man talking shit, and I'm.
Hey man, you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah, maybe
we do this.
Just
man.
maybe a man might say I'm a hater, and I don't really give a fuck. But I'm telling you what it is. I'm giving you honest criticism.
Yeah, that's it.
Be seasoned, and for the lane that you're trying to go in, you got to come a little bit more hard. But then again, I'm listening to it on the phone, so I can't really hear the fullness of it.
Right.
You can gather the energy, though.
I can gather the energy.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, you hear the beat, you hear the flow, you hear the lyrics, right? Like, I mean, for any MC or, you know, all of us write music or whatever, right? We're all and we really pay attention to the music in general, and I think like
2.
Yeah, it's a solid 2. You know, it's not a hater score at all, because if you were really hating, you'd be like, that's a 0, fuck that guy, blah blah blah. You gave him a 2, you gave him your honest feedback. I think that's a solid criticism, and I don't think you're far off. And especially again, when you take into what we talked about earlier in the podcast, and if you're just tuning into music, you should go back into the podcast and listen to what we were talking about. Like we were talking about earlier, like, you know, what was I gonna say here? I just fucked up. We were talking about the integrity that Fury brings to the table with Merciless, and, you know, all the music that they've created, and where they're going with the entire movement, right? Like, the integrity is there. So when you're coming from that point, and again, he mentioned himself, he's an old head. So, you know, you got that against you coming in the game.
Oh, yeah.
When you're a new artist and you're throwing in music with some old heads, and we are very open about that. You know, with Connect the Dot, we're raw vocals over beats. We're hip hop, right? So, but, you know, we also are all musicians. We're all open to stuff, right? So I say all this to say this: your score, don't feel like you're giving a hater score. Anyone that's watching, that's not a hater score. That's just an honest opinion, and I think it's a good opinion. And like, look, you know, Specz gave it a 3.5.
I'm a little surprised, Specz.
I am surprised. I think you're being nice today, but no, because it's like, but he said it right away out the gate. He's like, it's not my type of music. It's not something I'll push play on right away. And I'm on the same boat. Like, so that's why I say all this as well. And I don't want to. I'm not going to go as low as a 2, because I actually thought and again, it was on the phone, so, you know, we did have that against us. But I think the overall production, I thought the flow. I hate auto-tune. I'm with Fury on that. I'm not big on auto-tune. There is a time and a place for it. This wasn't it. It came in kind of strong. I actually thought like the track was going to be like a banger.
Slapper,
yeah. And then it kind of started losing me as it went. I'm going to give it a 3. So it's a solid 3. mimicking what Dre said, it's not something I would go listen to immediately. But you know, if it was in a video game, even yeah, it's not bad. It's not a horrible track.
I think one thing, when talking about what we like, what we don't like, things like that, you have to be able to decipher what is good from what you like. And sometimes what you like is still good. It's just not what you like, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, we could talk about, your favorite top 10 or the top 10, right? But if it's yours, then it's your favorite,
definitely.
right? But if it's then it's the top 10. And can they cross over? Of course they can. But not everything that you like has to be the best of it. And just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's bad. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to say. So with that being said, I'm going to echo what Dre Specz said. This is not my type of song. This is not the type of tune I would listen to, right? I'm not going to be on Lord Fury's side and say I hate autotune because I don't hate autotune. I don't really do it myself, but I do believe what Dan said. And there's a time and place for it at every time, right? In a certain kind of song, if it adds to the song, enhances the song, then go ahead and use your auto-tune, right? For me though, as I wasn't feeling the song as my type of song, something I would bump, I'm not going to diss the song and say it was a bad song because it wasn't bad. Other people would like it. I don't think it was recorded bad or anything like that. I just think it's not something I would bump, so I'm just going to leave it at 3.
Cool.
3?
3's good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to echo everything that you guys pretty much said. Like, I agree. Definitely, I'm not a huge fan with the auto-tune Fury. I think there's a time and place with that. I think, right off the rip, I think, the flow pattern and the cadence and everything, like I think he jumped out the gate really fast and it was good. And then it was like kind of like, I lost it a little bit and I was like kind of like, I kind of had enough. One of those ones kind of thing. Like it was but
like this again.
It dragged on.
It was like, all right, I heard it now. Like, let me hear something else, kind of thing. I don't know. I just felt like,
staying power. Didn't have staying power.
Exactly. That's the whole point, right? And it's like when, like we've been saying, it's like, there's elements. It's like right off rip. If you can grab my attention with your beat or grab my attention with your flow, I'm hooked. But again, what's equally as important is that staying power for me to stay hooked entirely for your track
and do something different. That's
right, or just like me. I don't know. And like I said, I'm not,
everyone's doing it.
Yeah, it's like it's the same old for me, right? In that terms, and I kind of then agree with you, Dre. It's like it's not one of those ones where it's like again, it's the staying power, and it's like okay, we always say, is it iPod worthy or is it playlist worthy for me? Not for me, not so much. Not with this one, right? And it's no diss. It's just like like I said, it's just everybody has their own stuff when it comes to things. Yeah, I think it was I'm gonna give it I was gonna give it a 3, but I think I'm gonna give it a solid 2.5.
Jeez, this guy's trying to be the lowest score. I seen it.
I'm gonna give it a solid 2.5.
He's got the lowest.
I know, but I'm gonna give it a solid 2.5. All right? Just because, like, I wasn't really feeling the auto-tune too much, and the flow, the pattern on it was sick. Like how he was rapping, like the quick time and shit. I thought it was dope, but. Like, the staying power. That was my whole thing with it. I'm gonna give it a solid 2.5 though.
Put the first 20 seconds on and put it on a reel and like sold. All right, let's go check that guy's music. But then like I think we can all agree that the song kind of got to a point where it took a left turn, right? And but shout out to sorry, what was I think it was Friday Night and
Young Drac.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. No diss, no hate. Good job on the music, to be honest. Like, I think overall, you could tell like there was a bit of production there. There was a bit of thought put into the track. Anyways, keep doing your thing. This is just a bunch of old heads criticism.
Do the same. Do songs and put out more value, and you're gonna see that yourself is gonna grow. You have the pattern. You have the triplet.
I will say for me, I think if maybe I heard it speakers or I heard it like actually like fully, I would probably change my mark a little.
For sure, if you saw that in action, it's at a club, you got the crowd bumping. Any song is gonna change.
Yeah. I think it's just one of those ones like that initial vibe. It's like it's I'm hooked in, right?
I thought that was good, man. Good. I appreciate the track. I appreciate them submitting the track, and I think we all gave some good feedback. So we got the last track of the night.
Is this the last one?
This is the last track.
Okay, so this is what, Wölfer?
I think it's Wölfer. Is Wölfer and then the song Goddamn, yeah.
has that fuck me look in her eyes. I like the way she is looking when she's sitting poolside. Goddamn, feeling her body and I'm feeling her vibe. I must be dreaming still, this woman's too fine. Got me thinking, goddamn, she has that fuck me look in her eyes. I like the way she is looking when she's sitting poolside. Goddamn, feeling her body and I'm feeling her vibe. I must be dreaming still, this woman's too fine. Got me thinking, goddamn. Walked in Cabana looking like she's from LA. So I approached her, then found out she's from upstate. It made me second guess it, we still kissed on the first date. A Swedish berry that she tastes like a cupcake. First I asked her what's your name, then after where you stay. She said I'm from New York, thought damn it's such a shame. It didn't change my aim, the spark into a flame. She asked me what's your age, I looked at her and said I'm 25.
All right. Wölfer, he sent it in. Hey, listen, it's on Lord Fury. How are we ending it like this, bro? Fury, bro, it's up to you, though. It is what it is, man. Maybe you like that track.
Tell you what that mean.
Shit. All right.
Just the blood clot song, dog.
Man.
Fuck.
I didn't know you played guitar. That was sick. No, that was good. That was better than. That was good.
And I'm not gonna lie. The man said about talk about a girl in the song, right?
Yeah. Eating the cupcake or it tastes like a cupcake or something. That guy, yeah.
Oh my God. All right. Okay.
Sweeter than a cupcake or something.
All right. All right. He might have had.
No, yo.
He probably played that. I don't even know what to say. Like, this is crazy. He can rap. Like, he gets a
flow.
He had a flow, right? On a beat like that, which is crazy. But I mean,
facts.
Talking about his girl or whatever the fuck he's talking about, cupcake eating and
all that,
Twinkie devouring. Oh man, see,
what are we giving him, man?
Oh man, see y'all put me in a specific. Okay, I gotta. Okay, all right.
This doesn't happen normally.
I see what he's trying to do.
Okay,
yo, don't try to spare it, man.
I'm not sparing nobody's ass.
Okay.
I gotta look at what I gave the last people.
True.
And then look at and monitor the situation because
I fucked up. Personally, today I fucked up. I fucked up today.
I'm looking at it like
I fucked up.
No, you're all right.
This guy.
Oh my God.
Go on, brother.
Yes.
Yo, the track that stumped Lord Fury. If you watch this reel's all about how we stumped Lord Fury.
All I know is this, Lord Fury gave 2 long, detailed descriptions.
Very heartfelt.
And now
very heartfelt.
Man,
said,
you know it's gonna be easy, Fury?
Man,
you know it's gonna be easy? This guy's like,
our world.
He's like, this is the kind of tracks. This is the kind of tracks. He's like, yo, this guy thought it was easy. Like, yo, listen, 5.
Yeah.
He can still be real.
Yeah.
He doesn't be talking Rob. He can be real.
All right, this shit is whack.
There we go.
Oh my God.
It's whack.
Let's start there.
All right. In the eyes of hip hop, it's whack.
For sure.
Right? But in the eyes of musicians who are trying to make a statement on whatever the hell they have in their feelings. Wow.
Hey, hold on. I just want to say, Stain. That song stained Fury's brain right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good stain though. I don't know if it's a good
stain power. Because
Fury's gonna be this bad.
Yeah. It has stain power.
Yo, what the fuck? He's gonna go Google and shit. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Yo. When I do bang, then y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, that's an inside
thing. That's called stain power.
If you know, you know.
It's called manipulation. Is what it is.
He was rapping. He was rapping on the beat. And
this guy, he's just strictly stating facts now. Like he was breathing in the booth.
It was music.
I gotta give this shit.
Notes, see what
oh my God.
Yo, I don't know what
he put this out on an album.
I have no clue.
What is that?
Actually, yeah, it looks like an album. Yeah, might be an album.
How many views this shit got?
No, maybe not.
Yeah, this is on Spotify.
It's on Spotify, but it looks like it's just like on like a list. I don't think it's like in an album. But anyways.
All right, come on, let's go.
All right.
Well, yeah, we ain't got all day, man.
1.5.
All right.
Okay. Jeez, only a 0.5 behind that other one. Jeez. I honestly, this is what I'm gonna say.
Okay, you know what? 1.25.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 1.5.
It's half and full. I think that could be the lowest score on her though. Even a 1.5, or have we had zeros or ones?
We've never had zeros or.
I think we have had.
We've never had zeros.
Yo.
Pound gave.
We had a 0.5.
I think we did. I think we did.
I think I know who.
Pounds?
I think I know who was.
Like the pound episode, or
I can't remember.
This guy said pound. Like
no.
All right, 1.5. 1.5.
All right.
It had staying power and it had fucking. It can rap on the beats.
Yeah.
Right?
I gotta
But
say, yo, I'm going with Fury on this one in the sense of like, you gotta see the light in the dark. Okay. No, listen. The guy could kind of rap. He chose the wrong beat. He recorded it with the wrong person that said, "You're doing a good job," or he recorded it himself. No, I'm not trying to be a dick. What I'm saying is if you're around good producers and you're around engineers that actually take this shit serious type of thing, they're gonna tell you, get back in the booth, go do it again, do it with some cadence, do it with some flow. Like, let's pick a different beat, for example, right? You got to work with some better people. And I think the kid has potential, but I'm gonna still give it a 1.5 because overall it wasn't a good song.
So
it just wasn't a good song.
Yeah. So then I have one question. Weeks ago, shows ago, I sat beside you and we championed to play one verse and one hook. You wanted to cut this song off about 45 seconds in.
So it can't be too long.
Multiple people want to do that.
I'm just saying, you wanted to cut the song off 45 seconds in, and now what you're saying about the song don't match. We can turn this off now, right?
Hold on.
No, I don't mean the camera. I mean, that's what he said.
Hold on.
Cut the song,
you didn't say this last when we were listening to Nathan Skulls on the third verse, though, or on the second verse. Oh, no complaints then. But when we do a half a verse short, you're upset.
As a matter of fact,
Nathan Skulls is dope.
I'm with you. I'm glad we did it. But listen to this guy. For your sake.
Then played it after we decided to play a little more of the verse. We didn't just play it straight. Anyways.
Hollywood was giving me the eye. No, I'm not trying to. He was like, guys, come on.
Hey, man,
listen, as the executive producer, I got to trust his judgment.
I'm just saying, bro.
You seen him. I barely to get my feedback.
I'm just saying, bro. Hey, Hollywood is his own person. He can feel how he wants to feel. But you have your vote. Anyway,
I'm just saying.
Anyway, I'm not a fan. I wasn't feeling it. I'm going to separate this in two ways. We do a hip-hop show here, right? With hip-hop type music.
Oh my God, he sampled. That's a sample. What he played, there was a sample. It's a fucking song. It goes, it's a fucking, it comes on 97.3. The fucking song, that's why I have the fucking beat in my head. It's a love song. Yes, it's a fucking.
I know all that. I know all that. I was going to say, as far as a hip hop song, I'm not feeling it. I mean, for what we do here, what we play here, what we review here, this ain't the kind of song we review here. But I'm not going to diss the man in his art and his craft. He made a song that is decent enough for those who listen to that kind of music. I'm just going to cut it clean and dry and give it a 2. And let's keep it moving.
All right. So we got a 1.5, a 1.5, and a 2. So it's in the lower angle here. But what you got to say?
Basically, yeah, just gonna piggyback off what you guys said. Again, those first initial seconds, like you gotta catch. You gotta catch me right away.
You're telling me that didn't catch you,
right? No, like the beat. No, first of all, the beat didn't catch me like that. It's like, okay, solar vibe, whatever. Yeah. And then it's like those first few bars, I was just like, nah. Like for me, I was just like, nah.
The hook was at the beginning.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it was a hook.
Yes, it was. It was.
It was a hook.
I was.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I just want to hear. I don't know. For me, I just want to hear something different.
Yeah.
It was not like I never want to hear this guy again. I just want to hear something different. I think he can rap. I think
he's got potential.
The song itself. Just for me, it has no value.
No.
You gave it a 2.
I didn't give it a 2.
No. What did you give it?
Namesake gave it a 2.
Namesake gave it a 2. I didn't give it a 2. I'm gonna give it. For me, for this one, I'm gonna give it a 1.
Oh, you're giving it a 1. Okay.
All right, so you're 1
for this one.
I'm gonna say a 1.5 for me, but here's why though, because it's like if you're submitting songs to be considered and get feedback off, You're not supposed to submit a soft girl R&B song unless it's executed a certain way. Because Pound did it and still got a 4.5. And it's not because Pound's my brethren why I'm saying that either. So hold on. Sorry. Don't try to lose my thought. I feel like if people are submitting songs to be considered in a competition format or a judging format, it has to be judge-worthy songs, yo. This is not a song that's for that. This is a song you play with.
I gotta hail you for that point, bro. I agree with you 1,000%.
This is a song you play with. A man plays with. Like, if I made the song like this, I play it with my chick. Or I'll send it to a shotty and be like, yo, you like this song I just wrote? Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to submit it to a panel of motherfuckers.
And that's the thing.
I agree.
And that's such a good point because I think as like, you know, if you look at like, you know, the Shark Tank that you're diving into.
Yeah.
When it comes to like, you know, you're like, oh, fuck. Mike Gutz is judging my music. Dre Specz is judging my music, right? You know that we have a certain stature, a certain level, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're going to drop like a girl track or a love track, right? For me, at least, it has to hit a certain way. It has to be on a
checklist.
There has to be, and it's not to say I'm not taking away from.
Hey, yo, I'm not dissing Wölfer, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Wölfer.
I'm not taking away anything, you know, what other subgenres or anything that like these artists are putting out. Like, you know, whatever's clever, I get it. And, you know, not every song is going to be like a street song, selling drugs, bar heavy, whatever. I get that part. But if you're going to go on that vibe, that R&B vibe, or that like love track vibe, it's got to hit a certain way. It's got to hit a certain way. It's like you got to, you know,
I feel like you got
a steeper hill to climb when you have to like.
And I feel like you have to stand in it rather than sit in it. He was sitting there
wild. He was like comfortably thinking like, yo.
Like what?
Like it's like you thought, like we would be like cool and vibing to that, right? Like you said,
we got a 1. We got a 1.
You got a 1.5 for that one, right?
You got 1.5.
You got to remember
1.5. 2.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers, they rap, eh? In excess, they rap, you know. So if you gonna come like with some shit, these guys had bars, you know, they had songs that were rapping. I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
for sure,
that kind of shit that we just.
I feel it was like it wasn't.
And the song's called Goddamn. Oh, goddamn, for real.
I just feel it's like it was too like calm.
Goddamn, she tastes like blueberries.
I mean, for a song that got such a low score, you got a lot of good feedback, I would say, because, you know, half the time when you hear like a bad song, everyone's just like, 0, get it the fuck out of here. So obviously everybody saw a little bit of something in the track.
I think he can rap. I just don't think it was the right track.
No, for sure. I think we all agree on that.
He has the banana.
Right, different beat. So what Fury's trying to say is different beat. So please, that's like one big one. And then like you know, I'm sure you got other tracks. It looks like you got another one. Maybe we'll take another listen and give him a second chance another day. But yo, listen, definitely another day. Definitely another day. Not on Fury's time. We got a shout out to everyone that's been watching so far. So if you've been watching the podcast, shout out to you guys sitting at home. Make sure you guys are commenting, subscribing, share this to somebody that you know that enjoys hip hop, loves hip hop. If you guys are watching this on Instagram, we got Lord Fury right here.
Lord motherfucking
Fury. You know, you got the show coming up. You know, what other? Can you give us some hints? Some hints? Do we got other Griselda mans coming down? Like, what's the deal?
Rocky. Who's the best boxer?
I know
Italian.
I know exactly what this motherfucker said.
Who whooped everybody's ass and never took a loss. Undefeated. Rock.
Jeez.
That's your hint.
Okay.
So there's more too, but I can't tell you the rest until I get the contract signed.
Okay.
And if you guys aren't following Lord Fury yet, you guys are missing out. Guys, Instagram, go check him out. What's your Instagram?
Lord Fury 777.
Okay, check him out.
Take your woman to 7-Eleven and bring her back to heaven.
Jesus Christ.
If you're into some funny stuff, if you're into some good food, you're into some good music, you're into, again, good food. He's always talking about good food.
But him not share.
Damn right. But
share.
Share.
Shout out to Mr. Hollywood in the back. Mr. Hollywood. Mike,
make sure you follow the reels. Make sure you follow everything. You know what it is. Dan Barker, Spectac, Dre Specz.
We all got new music too, eh? This is not, you know what I'm saying? Aside from this, we all do this too.
Yo, thanks for having me out here. Connect the Dots. Been doing this shit for a long time. I know Dan Barker. I know Mike Gutz been rapping his ass off. Specz the Don. Hollywood swinger. My man Dre Specz. Don't perplex the flex. Make the girls flex. Like my type of during sex. No pause. No homo.
And that 4 seconds, not a perfect plex.
Yes.
Blood clots.
That's what up. And we appreciate you taking the time out today.
No doubt.
Coming on the show, having some good times.
Yes,
some
sir.
old school
Get
stories.
That Mike Gutz album that just came out. It just dropped.
Yeah.
Get
Iron
that
Mike.
shit.
Don't know.
Check out the Rasputin shit online.
Is that?
Where can they find it?
Oh, they can find it everywhere, man. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, fucking all over the place, man.
Take it in.
They say where you can find Rasputin.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like, yo,
Rasputin.
It's all over, bro. You know, like fucking streaming all over the platform.
Yeah, man.
And
When's the album dropping?
since we're talking about fucking albums, look out for Camacho's Revenge, yo. That's almost 95% done. You know what I'm saying?
Sick.
And Rasputin, the Wizard of Electric Ladyland. The man with the golden cock in his hand.
You already know what it is. Make sure you guys check out the tags that we have in the reels that you're watching, and make sure you go follow everyone that's in the tags. And shout out to you guys.
Oh,
Connected
shit.
Comment below, man.
I got an album coming out in February. I almost forgot. Shit.
Get it for your girlfriend
Supreme
for
Era.
Valentine.
No, this Supreme Era.
When's the album coming out, Dan?
I'm gonna say February 19th.
My album?
No, your album.
Oh, my album. Yeah, it's for Valentine's Day. Yeah, it's gonna drop on Valentine's. I got Wölfer. I'm still working out other collabos, but you know, we got the foundation set and it's coming out. No, but,
I know the cover. Cupid's naked ass.
Stop this.
With a bow and arrow with a heart at the end of it.
yo, a lot of
box
heavy
of chocolates.
tracks, a lot of heavy hitters. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast.
Wow.
Go back, make sure you guys check out all the artists. Make sure you follow everyone here, the crew, the host, and shout out to you guys again. Comment below what you guys want to see next. Connect the dot. We out.
Yes.